John, it's pretty good news at the moment for wool.
Yeah, it's been quite a solid start to the season. Where are we? Early October. Benefit of tight supply scenario and of course a low dollar scenario. And when you put those together with demand that we've experienced, the wool price has held up very well, especially for stronger wools and mid-micron wools. So it's been a positive start, and I think I hear that farmers are reasonably happy with their wool price at the moment when you think where it's been in the past. So yeah, it's positive. It is a positive start.
Nice for us to be able to say it's no longer a byproduct.
Well, we say that, Rob. You know, you're right. You know, and so it's interesting to see where it will play out. You know, as we get further into the season, the higher volumes will come on probably from late November onwards, and you have that pressure time through till probably April, especially for stronger wools. You know, your microns 37 and coarser. So we'll see how it all pans out, but certainly it's been a positive start to the season this year.
Is dust going to be a problem? We've been talking all day about the drought and the dry and the...
Well, it affects yields. That's the biggest, the one that I would immediately come to my mind, yields, and obviously for scouring, affects scouring efficiency, etc., being a machinery man, but that's the biggest factor as far as the farmer's concerned, is actually his yields. If, you know, heavier fleece, less wool, you know. So.
And there shouldn't be too many breaks, with all due respect, because it's been bad all the way through, hasn't it?
Yeah, true.
So that'll be good.
Yeah.
China, you've just been...
China, yeah, always interesting. Go there. The economy's slowing down, as we all read in the papers, definitely. But they still are using a lot of wool. And if you look back to last season, they took something like nearly 60% of the New Zealand clip, between 55 and 60. And I would say to you that this coming season, it may be 50% or 50 to 55, but they're still a very large user of New Zealand wool. Very interesting to look at actually the types that they've been strong at of late. They have been very strong on these short, fine crossbred types like 30, especially 31 through to 35 micron, and you've seen some real price hikes in the market reflecting that demand, and those wools are substituting into Shetland yarns, double-faced fur fabrics. There's been a very strong demand, and the price levels that have been attained here have been very good for the growers.
I mean, I don't know much about China, but I understand that some of their mills are just mind-blowingly big.
Oh, huge and modern. You know, they've invested heavily in technology. They've, you know, got the best plant, some of the best plant you've seen in the world now, and very efficient. And that mindset of, you know, 20, 25 years ago is gone. You know, and invariably a lot of the mills have European, you know, they've imported the knowledge, and no, very impressive.
John, they wouldn't invest that sort of money if they didn't have a big future for wool.
Well, it's a wool marketplace, and you know, it's a huge marketplace. You know, we know the population of China, and a lot of that product is increasingly staying within China. So as the populace increase, you know, as their disposable income increases, they're spending more and more on higher value product, which means wool. And I suppose it's because a climatical thing. They've always been wool minded, the Chinese, always, and that remains in place. So the marketplace is changing, but it's all very positive for wool.
My understanding is that they've got a huge flock themselves.
They do have a huge carpet flock themselves, which they blend back with New Zealand wool and other origins, but they still need it. They still need our wool. Yeah.
So basically, that's still always going to be one of our major markets.
No question. No question. Whatever patterns change or whatever, they'll still be a very dominant force for New Zealand. And as I said, less export. I think more wool staying within China now, and that's a positive thing. You know, it's a 1.34 billion people, for God's sake, and if the demand pattern keeps changing within the country, it can only be good for wool.
John, thank you very much indeed.